What is tetracycline? Tetracycline is an antibiotic that fights infection caused by bacteria. Tetracycline is used to treat many different bacterial infections of the skin, intestines, respiratory tract, urinary tract, genitals, lymph node, and other body systems. It is often used in treating severe acne or sexually transmitted disease such as syphilis, gonorrhea, or chlamydia. Tetracycline is also used to treat infections you can get from direct contact with infected animal or contaminated food. In some cases, tetracycline is used when penicillin or another antibiotic cannot be used to treat serious infections such as anthrax, listeria, clostridium, actinomyces, and others.
Structure of tetracycline. Tetracycline is an invisible skeleton of fluorine. Contains many groups such as alkyl, hydroxyl, and amine. On the upper and lower side of the molecule, chemical modification in the upper and lower regions of the structure of the tetracycline produce variably active and inactive compounds of first and second generation tetracycline and analogs have basic chemical structure consisting tetracyclic naphthene carboxamide ring system.
Tetracycline can the broadest spectrum of activity on both gram-positive, gram-negative, and atypical bacteria. They are inhibitors of growth rather than killers of the infectious agent and are only effective against multiplying microorganisms. Tetracycline is also sometimes used to treat Lyme disease and malaria, and to prevent plague and tularemia in people who have been exposed to plague or tularemia germs.
Streptomyces aureolophaciens is a species of Streptomyces and the source of many tetracycline antibiotics. Streptomyces aureolophaciens is a species of gram-positive bacteria that grows in various environments, and its shape resembles filamentous fungi. The morphological differentiation of Streptomyces aureolophaciens involves the formation of a layer of hyphae that can differentiate into a chain of spores. The most interesting property of Streptomyces aureolophaciens is the ability to produce bioactive secondary metabolites such as antifungals, antivirals, antitumorals, antihypertensive, immunosuppressant, and especially tetracycline antibiotics. The production of most antibiotics is species-specific, and these secondary metabolites are important for Streptomyces species in order to compete with other microorganisms that come in contact, even within the same genera. Despite the success of discovery of antibiotics and advance in the technique of their production, infectious diseases still remain the second leading cause of death worldwide, and bacterial infections cause approximately 17 million deaths annually, affecting mainly children and the elderly. Self-medication and overuse of antibiotics is another important factor that contributes to resistance, reducing the lifetime of the antibiotic, thus causing the constant need for research and development of new antibiotics.
Substance is go to glycolysis, become to pyruvate and decarboxylase to acetyl-CoA in mitochondria. Malonyl-CoA from fatty acid synthesis in cytoplasm come to bind with acetyl-CoA by PKS keto synthase and cofactor become to 7,9,12 nonaketides become to cyclic form by enzyme cyclase become to pre-tetramide in long pathway. Add a methyl group on 6 carbon to convert in 6-methyl pre-tetramide by C-methyl transferase. Add a hydroxyl group on 4th carbon, convert to 4-hydroxyl 6-methyl pre-tetramide, and release a hydrogen in hydroxyl group become to 4-keto anhydrotetracycline by 6-methyl pre-tetramide 4-monooxygenase. Transformation into 4-aminohydrotetracycline by aminotransferase enzyme. Release a hydrogen on 13-hydroxyl group and add a hydroxyl group on 6 carbon to convert in 12-dehydrotetracycline by anhydrotetracycline 6-monooxygenase. Add 2 of methyl group into amino group to convert in anhydrotetracycline by 4-amino anhydrotetracycline N4-methyl transferase. Release a hydrogen on 13-hydroxyl group and add a hydroxyl group on 6 carbon to convert in 12-dehydrotetracycline by anhydrotetracycline 6-monooxygenase. The electron is reduced by 5A, 11A dehydrotetracycline reductase and become to tetracycline.
Fermentation. The fungus Streptomyces aureofaciens was maintained on Walkman sucrose agar at a pH to 7.5. The medium culture prepared by sucrose. Gold filter soybeans, male lactic and co-filter starch add magnesium sulfate and calcium carbonate. The culture was cultivated on rotary shaker at 30 Celsius, 200 rpm for 4 to 6 days in submerged fermentation.
Extraction and purification tetracycline to remove and separate fungi cell. Filtered fungi cell by strict filter or nylon membrane filter. Extraction by the polyethylene glycol and coronium-based salt are biocompatible and biodegradable and avoid the use of inorganic salt of high organic strength because polyethylene glycol coronium-based system can be used as back extraction approach of the recovery of tetracycline and extraction efficient higher than 80%. Dissolve in organic solvent of used to organic solvent. Extraction by ion exchange such as butyl acetate, butyl ketone. Absorption by activate carbon. Precipitation and evaporation of organic solvent from ion exchange. Catalyzation and recatalyzation.